tonight. It's the first weigh-in as singles.
There's nowhere to hide.
And it's a shocker.
That's a gain of...
That must be the worst result I've ever seen.
Alliances come into play.
We want to be here, 100%.
As the champions fight to stay in the game.
If you're here next week, you're going to wish you'd gone home.
Who will be the next sent home to Ararat?
This is the biggest loser. You don't have a team to hide behind anymore. One, two.
Today's training session is just the boys. The girls with Shannon. It's our chance to get some training done, zip our lips. Come on, show me what you're made of, boys.
Grab a sandbag, run to the end and back. Go. Get a damn sandbag, put it in your hands. Don't walk.
There's no longer teams. These guys can't rely on each other. It comes down to their hard work and efforts. I just wanted to wear these guys out.
You know what needs to be done. Let's go, Craig, let's go. Why are you stopping? Why are you giving in?
Oh, just stiff and sore.
Stiff and sore? Stiff and sore, mate. Ain't gonna see you stay in this competition. I'm extremely concerned for Craig's mindset. Push up, get the job done. Let's go. Last week, Craig had a poor result on the scales. 1.9 kilos. He took his foot off the pedal. This week, my focus will be on him.
Let's go.
Come on, Craig. That's it. I don't care if you've got to throw up. Let's go. Stop. Come on. I really don't care, mate. If you're going to vomit, vomit and keep going. Come on, this is just hard work. This is just grit. This is just grinding it out, mate. Let's go. Get on the tyre. Let's flip the thing out. Come on, commitment. I want to see 5 quick flips. Then you can rest. Come on, let's go. 1. Come on, flip the damn thing. Up. That's 2. You want a better weight loss of 1.9?
Yes.
Good. This is what it needs. This is what it takes. Craig's body can definitely do all of these things. He's just got his brain under lock and key.
Stop. You call them press? Why are your elbows not extending, Craig?
It's too hard.
Because it's too hard. What's too hard? Why don't you just go and pack your bag now and leave?
Every now and then, we all need a good bollocking. We need to be told how it is. If Craig doesn't pull a high enough percentage weight loss, he will find his backside in that elimination chair and his fate in the hands of the others.
That's it. Your job is to try and catch Cal.
Cal's the fittest contestant here at The Biggest Loser. He proved that in the Pyramid of Fitness. And that was no different in today's training session. He led by example.
Good stuff, Cal. Love this work. Let's go, Craig.
From this stage on in the game, you can't afford to have a bad week because if you fall below the yellow line, there's a 50% chance you're going home. So that just gives me that extra incentive that I can't afford to take my foot off the pedal.
Keep pushing, Kev. Is it worth the fight, Kev?
Yeah.
Why is it worth the fight, Kev?
Better me.
Kevin was hurting throughout the whole session, but he dug his heels in, he hung in there and gave it his all.
Let's go. Everyone's going through the barrow. Craig, why are you walking?
Well, it was a pretty depressing training session. It's probably the closest I've come to just walking away from it.
I know you've done hard work. I know you've done hard work. This is where it takes character, mate.
Put it down, yeah.
Get in your face. Take it in. Wear it, mate.
I certainly don't want to go home. I want to be here to the end. After today's performance, I'm extremely worried about it. I just hope I've done enough.
We've definitely tested the contestants this week, physically and mentally. But I had one more surprise up my sleeve. Okay, at this stage of the competition, it's really important that your minds catch up to your body. Perceptions are really dangerous things if you all change so much, but I guess there's one thing that you all have in common. There's one thing that you've probably avoided for a lot of your life. But I think it's about time.
No. Oh.
All the ladies have come so far physically since starting their Biggest Loser journey. I needed to make sure that their minds had had a chance to catch up with just how far they've come physically. Why is it uncomfortable, hun?
I don't want to look at myself.
Why not, hun?
I don't like what I see.
Still now?
I don't like I look any different.
You girls are phenomenal. You all look amazing. If I'm going to get you guys fired up to the finals, I need your heads in the game. You need to be kind to yourselves. All 4 girls have avoided mirrors their entire lives at all cost. Now today, I was going to ask them to train in front of that mirror and acknowledge just how far they've come. Now, eyes up. Nice deep breath. Eyes up. Come on, mate. Hasn't got any easier. Even though she's come so far, Katrina, on the inside, is still incredibly fragile. Tell me the toughest moment for you so far on The Biggest Loser.
The mirror shot on day 1 was horrendous. It was worse than giving birth.
Honestly?
Yeah. I really hate myself. I don't know who could even love that image. Yeah, there's a part of me that knows I'm a good wife. But sometimes he seems to have me up on a pedestal. He's my beautiful wife. I don't know how he sees that. I just don't. I don't understand it. He must be blind. Oh, seriously, must be blind.
You've lost over 17 kilos.
I know, I don't look any different.
Eh?
I don't look any different. I hate looking at myself.
You look so different. Look up in this mirror and look at your face. Tell me the good things that you can see changes in your face.
It looks the same. I've still got big chubby cheeks.
Sharon, come here for a sec. What differences can you see in Katrina?
Her chin.
Yep.
It all goes in now. And her thigh, her sides, and her tummy, all these bits smaller.
As tough and as confronting as it was today for the girls to address the mirror, it's an essential piece to their puzzle. They need to like themselves. It's that simple. Weigh-in's coming up. I think all 4 of you should stand there with your heads held high. No regrets. Take those boys out.
Yep.
God, we hope so.
There's a bit of strategy going on, is there?
Sure is. That's why we're down here and they're up there, so they can't see what we're doing.
Oh, wonderful, ladies. You have come a long way.
Shannon's little fighters we are now.
I like it. This is one hell of a strategy. The chicks unite. I just hope one of the girls are the biggest loser this week, because that'll be payday for all the hard work they've put in. Boys, you better watch out.
Coming up,
That's a gain of?
one of the worst weigh-ins in loser history.
I was so embarrassed.
I'm not smiling. Why are you smiling?
Today's weigh-in is particularly critical. It's the first time the contestants have weighed in as singles. All the contestants will be exposed for their efforts this week.
With singles week, I've liked that I control my own destiny. I don't have to rely on teammates. I don't have to worry about going into elimination.
Contestants, welcome to your first weigh-in as singles.
Thanks,
Hayley.
Up until now, your performance on the scales has been a team effort. In the weeks you did not put in 100%, your teammates picked up the slack. But now, there's nowhere to hide. Your success on the scales will all come down to your own efforts. Katrina, winning the triathlon has landed you in an extremely enviable position. You are now the holder of the Golden Immunity Bracelet.
There it is.
It can be played before any weigh-in between now and the end of your time in the house. Katrina, will you be playing the Golden Immunity Bracelet today?
No, I won't be, Hayley. I need to own what I do on the scales, so, yeah, I'm going up on my own merits. If I fall below the yellow line, that's just the way it's going to be.
Well, Katrina, I hope you do not regret this decision.
I hope so too, Hayley.
Well, I guess the scales will show who has worked hard and who has not. Contestants, it's time to weigh in.
Oh, there's the yellow line.
Well, Katrina, let's find out if you've made the right decision not to play your wildcard immunity bracelet today. Good luck.
I had to cross my fingers on the scales because, one, I needed a decent number, and two, I had forfeited my right with the bracelet, so I just needed all the luck to be on my side.
Katrina, last week you weighed 114.3 kilos. Your current weight is 112.7 kilos. That's a loss of 1.6 kilos and gives you a total weight loss percentage of 1.4%. Good job, Katrina. Katrina, a bit of relief?
No, that wasn't exactly what I wanted, but anyway, it doesn't matter. It's still a good loss, and if I go below the yellow line, that was the decision I made, and that's what I have to stick to. The 1.6 and the bracelet flashed into my head exactly the same time. I thought, I should never gamble with things like that. I should have used it straight away, but I'd made my bed and I had to lie in it.
The next to weigh in will be Jane. Come on up.
Been training really hard with the girls this week, but after seeing Katrina's low weight loss, I knew mine would be less than hers, so I was just so nervous.
Jane, last week you weighed 104.6 kilos. Your current weight is 104 kilos. That's a loss of 600 grams, and that gives you a total weight loss percentage of 0.57%.
When I seen 600 grams, I was so embarrassed, and it was so disappointing. I was so positive I was going under the yellow line.
Have you worked hard this week?
Yeah, I have worked hard this week. You wouldn't think it to look at that, though. It's pretty disappointing.
What I want you to do over this coming week is write down everything that you eat. You know, put pen to paper so that we can, do some problem solving and see where it's at. If you're not eating enough, that could be a reason. You don't have the energy. So you feel like you're going hard in the gym when actually you're not. Or it could be the other way. Maybe there's things that you are eating, but you're forgetting that you ate them.
I'm gonna have to change something because I can't keep going on like this.
Use it to fire you up, mate. The most important thing is we don't want you on those scales breaking your head down. If you want to be here, take that kick and turn it around this week. Stand on the scales next week and own it. Don't let it break you down. You come too far. You're doing too good. I want you to fire up now and tell me why you need to be here. Not just the stuff we've been going over for 7 weeks and be this. Why do you need to be here? I want you here. Convince us and these other contestants why you need to be here.
I need to be here because this is my last chance. Because it's so easy to fall back into the traps that we have at home, and I don't want to fall into those traps anymore.
It's just flatline still. If you're going to fire up and own it this week, I want your passion. I need the sum of all your desires to come together.
I want to be happy all the time, not only in certain aspects of my life. Like, I want to be able to hold my head up high all the time.
Let's go. This week is about firing you up. If you're still here, I want to see the passionate side of you. Let's get that passion burning, man.
Don't mind a challenge.
Without the protection of the black team, unless someone's done some silly things, more than likely Jane will fall below that yellow line. It's not something that I want to see.
In keeping with the theme of ladies first this week, the next person to weigh in will be Tony. Come on up.
I was just thinking about Jane and the amount of work she'd put in, and if I'm going to get the same sort of thing after putting in the same type of effort, I'm going to be devastated too.
Tony, last week you weighed 104.9 kilos. Your current weight is... 102.8 kilos. That's a loss of 2.1 kilos and gives you a total weight loss percentage of 2% and puts you on top of the leaderboard. Well done.
Thank you. We worked really well this week, the girls and I, and I suppose I thought that mine, as I thought for the other girls, would be a lot higher than that.
Things weren't looking good for the girls because all the big hitters were still to come. Cal, Kevin and Craig. I just hope the boys don't push them below the yellow line this week.
Next up is our pocket rocket. Sharon, come on up.
I'm really nervous about this, Wayne. I've pushed really hard. I think I've had a good week, but we'll see.
Sharon, last week you weighed 93.4 kilos. Your current weight is... 19.4 kilos. That's a loss of 3 kilos and gives you a total weight loss percentage of 3.21%. Sharon, congratulations. First place on the leaderboard. How do you feel? And 3 kilos.
Oh, my God. That's
almost
awesome.
Under 90 kilos, Sharon. Is that what you were aiming for this week?
Oh, well, you know, I always try for 3, but I never get there, so 2.2 was my
Your thing?
Goal thing there, but that's cool. I'll deal with that.
Well, you've obviously worked really hard this week.
Yeah, all the girls, like, we rocked it, like, we went nuts.
What was spurring you on?
I'm here to lose weight. I'm here to change how I live life. Like, I've got so much respect for myself now that if I don't do it, like, it's just not...
Not good enough.
Yes, it's not good enough.
This is what it's all about.
It is. It is. This feeling right now, this is why I'm here. This is why I'm here.
Did you think you could feel that?
We did this mirror scenes, and that scared me a little bit because I can't see the difference, but there's a difference.
Well, Sharon, don't change a thing. You are awesome and a great week this week. Well done. You can step down.
I was on top of the leaderboard. Me. I was pumped. I'm way on my way to being a sexy mama now. Oh, my God. I've put in my 100% this week. Next week, 150%.
Now for the men.
Once the 4 girls had weighed in and I saw Sharon and Tony above Jane and my name, I was full of dread. The boys usually smash the weight percentages. The worst scenario would be Jane and myself in elimination. And I was extremely nervous for the next 4 weigh-ins.
Kerry, it's time to weigh in. Come on up.
All I'm doing every week now is just trying to stay above the line. If I can stay above the line, I stay in the competition.
Kerry, last week you weighed 115.4 kilos. Your current weight is 112.1 kilos. That's a loss of 3.3 kilos and gives you a total weight loss percentage of 2.86%. And congratulations, you're up to 2nd place and safe for another week. Well done, Kerry.
0.1 off that 112 mark.
Well, you're certainly becoming Mr. Consistency.
Yeah, as long as I can keep it up. Hey, they've got to catch me then.
A new exciting future for you and Tony?
Yeah, every day. Like look at Tony. Like, who would have thought you could improve perfection? Like, it just shows you can, doesn't it? Like.
That's why the girls weighed in first, because they gave him some time to think about what he was going to say.
It's true. Like, it's fantastic to see her, and it's great for myself to see myself down at 112 again, which I could never sort of break. So next week, 112 is going to be gone. Yeah, I'll just keep cracking over the 3 kilo mark, which if I can keep doing that, I'm staying above the line, so it makes me feel pretty good.
The next person to weigh in will be Craig. To guarantee your spot above the yellow line, you need to lose at least 2.2 kilos. Good luck, come on up.
Thank you.
Can't afford to have another weigh-in like the previous one. I need to lose a big number each week to maintain a good percentage, not only to stay above that yellow line, but to stay in the top 3 where I want to be.
Craig, last week you weighed 154.5 kilos. Your current weight is 152.8 kilos. That's a loss of 1.7 kilos and gives you a total weight loss percentage of 1.1%. Craig, that puts you in 5th place with a 1.1% weight loss and dangerously close to falling below that yellow line.
Yeah, it's a major concern, Hayley. Looking back, I certainly should have pushed through the pain this past week and done a lot more.
Why do you keep looking at Cal? Huh?
Don't know, I thought I would have done better, and I think Cal thought I may have done too. I've pushed him pretty hard this week.
Are you taking this seriously, Craig?
Yeah, I feel I am. I'm certainly watching everything I eat, trying to put in the work in the gym when I get a chance.
This seems we've gone 2 steps backwards. You just said, I've been trying to get into the gym when I get a chance. We got TV or media or meetings or something going on that we don't know about?
As I said, I was probably just, after that pyramid of fitness, I just, felt I just was too sore to do it.
How are you going to feel if you go home tonight? You going to go back to the pub? Are you going to drink away your sorrows?
No, definitely not.
I'm not smiling. Why are you smiling?
So I'm just thinking how I've come so far from then. I'm definitely not going back into that.
Mate, you've got so much more weight to lose, and yet you're only able to pull 1.7 kilos. What were you doing?
Well, nothing really. It was nothing.
Where was your ass?
Just sitting around talking to the others.
Who was with you?
Oh, it depends when they weren't.
Just tell us who
was with you.
Oh, sometimes Kel, sometimes Kev.
It's going to be interesting to see how that weight loss is reflected then too.
Kevin, to beat Craig and Jane and guarantee your spot above the yellow line, you need to have lost at least 2 kilos. Come on up. Good luck.
Seeing the number that Craig dropped just prior to me walking up to the scale was a little concerning. I was also sore this week, so I know that I didn't put in as much as I possibly could have.
Kev, last week you weighed 173.3 kilos. Your current weight is 173.9 kilos. That's a gain of 600 grams and a total weight gain percentage of 0.35%. Kev, I'm sorry to say you have fallen below the yellow line and you will be facing elimination.
Yeah.
Anything you want to say?
That's pathetic.
Whose diet are you following? You've trained with Commando and you've trained with me. There's only 2 trainers here. Whose diet are you following?
Well, it's different, more closer to yours.
What do you mean it's different?
Well, I'm not having carbohydrates after the first 2 days, so...
Whose diet are you following? Commando's or mine?
Neither.
Why?
Because I'm doing it the same way as I did it on the outside when I was eliminated last time.
I know he thinks he's been here for 2 series, he knows it all. But there are only 2 experts here. That's Commando and I. I've never, in my history of being on The Biggest Loser, had a contestant put weight on my diet in The Biggest Loser house ever.
Without seeing what some of you eat, I honestly believe some of you are telling yourselves stories. I'm pretty lean. I reckon I could pull 5 kilos. So if I wanted to do something, I'd do it.
Kev's weight gain of 600 grams is unbelievable. And it's unacceptable.
What's going on in your head?
It's 100% anger. But instead of getting annoyed and frustrated about it, I want to get out of here and get back in the gym. With an addition, and especially the mindset of these guys, I should have just packed my bags already.
I've got no doubt I'm going home today. I'm from New South Wales. They're all from Ararat. It's a very nervous time.
The last person to weigh in is Cal. To beat Jane and Kevin and stay safe from elimination, you need to have lost only 700 grams.
I don't really have too many concerns at all. I'm pretty sure that I'm going to have a pretty decent loss, but yeah, it just remains to be seen how much.
Cal, last week you weighed 109.9 kilos. Your current weight is... $111.2 kilos. That's a gain of 1.3 kilos and a total percentage gain of 1.18%. And Cal, I'm sorry to say you have fallen below the yellow line and you will be facing elimination alongside Kevin. Cal?
I don't know. I just can't explain it.
Were you sitting around with Craig?
I did sit around with Craig for a fair bit, but we also did do a fair bit of work in the gym and that as well. So, yeah, I'm at a complete loss.
Cal, you were the biggest loser last week.
Oh, I just can't understand. I didn't really do anything different this week than I did last week.
Supposedly, following the same programs this week, he put weight on. That's crap. And it's a massive slap in the face and a high level of disrespect shown to me as a trainer. You have any sleep-in mornings or anything?
Oh, I've had a couple of sleepy mornings.
How many is a couple?
On the weekends, and probably twice during the week.
So 4 out of 7, so more than half the week you're sleeping in. It doesn't work like that. You can't do it, mate. You can't bastardise the rules to suit you.
Yeah.
That must be probably the worst result I've ever seen, mate, since I've been here. It shattered me, mate.
Katrina, what do you make of all of this?
Every week I have to work really hard to get that number, and it's not as good as everybody else's. But I own that number and I work to get it. And then sometimes you see other people that are just sort of flying by the seat of their pants, and you, like I'm sure Jane understands completely, that you work so hard to get what you get, and sometimes it's not good enough. And yet there are other people that are just mucking around with it. We want to be here 100%. And yet I could have been going home today. It was that close.
Well said.
I look down at that number and I think that's disgraceful. I make no bones about it, right? But I can't stand up here and say that, oh, I didn't do this or I didn't do that.
Well, you didn't. You slept in 4 out of 7 mornings. That's 60%. That's not even a 50% strike rate, mate.
Yeah.
I'm filthy. I can't hide it. Never have I seen someone with so much potential do so little in a week here at the Biggest Loser house.
Well, that was an interesting weigh-in, to say the least. On a way more positive note, the biggest loser of the week, and very, very well-deserved, was Sharon. Well done. With the Biggest Loser Bank now paying $500 per kilo lost, it would have been a great opportunity to ramp it up and cash in. But unfortunately, you've only managed this week to raise $5,200 for your town of Ararat. That takes the town kitty to $68,320.
Knowing that the two boys had put on weight and money was coming out of the town kitty, that's sort of a slap in the face to us. Cal has already taken $30,000.
That $30,000 is yours if you choose to take it. But that money will be taken from the town kitty.
I'm going to steal the money, Hayley.
Kevin and Cal, you will now be facing elimination. Your fate in this game now lies in the hands of your fellow competitors. So I'll give you some time to think about your options, and I'll see you all at elimination soon.
Cal came into this competition wanting to earn everybody's respect. You don't get respect by bending the rules and pushing the boundaries. What's going on in there?
I don't know, mate. At a loss. Just serious. Well, I know you bust me balls about sleeping in, right? I'm one of the last ones in the gym at night.
But if it's all about respect, mate, respect is doing what I said, you know. I think you and Craig are bringing the worst out of each other, but you can bring the best out.
Yeah.
But you pulled each other
down.
down.
Yeah, I know. That's what I can't understand. Like, I would have done more than him in the gym, and I'd probably eat less than what he does. Yeah, he's lost 1.7 and I've put 1.3 on. That's 3 kilos difference. I'm at a loss to explain it.
Well, I'll explain this to you. From this week, you do it my way. You're up every morning, you do 600 in the morning, 600 in lunch with me, and 600 in the night, every day. You don't do things Cal's way here. It's my way or Commando's way or the highway.
Up next.
Yeah, I probably did get a bit complacent this week.
Will Ararat keep a stranger over one of their own?
Contestants, welcome to elimination.
Thanks, Annie.
Tonight, 2 of the game's biggest players are on the chopping block, Cal and Kevin. And the 6 of you are wielding the axe. Kev, up until now, you've lost solid numbers every week, but you're not from Ararat. Cal, you are from Ararat, but you're also a big threat in this game. Which fact is of greater importance tonight? Cal, you are from the town. Do you think that'll play in your favour tonight?
Not necessarily. I think that the show's doing the greater good for Ararat, which is raising the most amount of money. So Kevin could possibly add more to the town than what I could, but Kevin's not from the town and he won't be going back there either. That's something that they have to weigh up as well.
Katrina, you were nodding. Are you agreeing that Kevin could raise more money for the town?
Well, it's just a matter of figures, isn't it? Yes, Kev's got a lot to lose and Cal's very close to getting near his goals.
I know I can't contribute as much as Kevin can, probably towards the town total, but I know that when I'm here, after today's kick in the pants, I'll give everything 100%.
Look, to tell the truth, I'm actually thinking about the link with Cal and the reduction in money for Ararat. There's the 30,000 gone. I'm sort of wondering how much, how much we can afford to, or the town can afford to give him.
Cal, if you were sitting on the other side of the table, what would you do tonight?
In all honesty, if I was sitting on that side and there was someone that put on 1.3 kilos, I'd be thinking real serious about sending them home. I pray they don't, but I'm not going to beg for special favours or anything like that.
How did you put on 1.3 now that you've had time to think about it?
I still can't fathom it. Probably added one thing to the diet. I started using a fair bit of oyster sauce on my chicken. Now, I know there's a lot of sugar and salt in it, but I don't think that can cause 1.3.
But complacency as well added on top of that? Honestly, Cal, let's be honest, 4 sleep-ins.
If sleeping in by half an hour, is classed as complacency, well, yeah, I probably did get a bit complacent this week.
Kev, how do you feel about being up against Cal tonight?
It's a very concerning situation. He's loved by one and all, and plus he's been here since the beginning, and he's pushing not only Kerry, but also Craig in training sessions a lot of the time.
Kev, why is it so important that you stay?
I've still got 173 now 0.9 kilos to go. Not only have I gained weight, but I've also lost a week. And that to me is a really important thing because I've set myself goals and I'm now on my back foot. I'm no longer walking forwards. And that's frustrating as anything.
Kev, if we were to keep you, would you eat well and drink well and exercise well, or will you stick to some strategies?
If I was to stay on, I'll do Shannon's diet 100%. I certainly was very disappointed with myself. The fact that I had gained, that was something that I never thought would happen. Obviously, I have a long way to go. I have a lot of kilos to lose. And even though it's not based on percentage, it's based on kilos lost for the money for Ararat.
Sharon, do you think town loyalties will come into play tonight?
I think it will. It's something to consider. There's just so much with these two people. Like, there's so many different aspects with them.
Craig, there's no secret that your best buddy in the house is Cal. How hard will your decision be tonight?
Oh, it's going to be very tough. I think, at this stage of the game, everyone wants to do the best by Ararat. It's hard. They both say they're going to step it up. I've seen Kev from last season to this season. He's very committed and focused long term. And Cal's a bit of a worry at times. His mind wanders and the focus, it's a fair way to go still. And can he stay focused that whole time? That's my biggest concern. And then it comes back to Ararat. If he loses focus, that's money to Ararat we're missing.
If you added the $30,000, we'd be close to $100,000. There's a lot of money that needs to be raised to improve the facilities in Ararat. Everyone that's here is representing Ararat and the whole purpose of challenging a town and rewarding them for doing good. This place is very emotional. It's very hard to send one person home. Right along this line, I don't want to send anyone home.
Contestants, it's now time for you to write the name down of the person you choose to send home. Cal or Kev? If it comes to a hung vote, 3 votes apiece, the person with the lowest weight loss percentage will be eliminated, and Cal, that is you. Sharon, please reveal your vote.
Tonight I found it really hard. With one person, the nutrition, I haven't agreed with what they've eaten. The fitness, I feel that they think they're doing a lot more than they actually are. I found this really, really hard and I hate to do it, but tonight I vote for Cal.
Cal, that's 1 vote to you. Craig, please reveal your vote.
I guess I considered, a few different things, who I think can commit and take the lesson from today and take it all the way to the end. And also what's going to be in my best interest, I guess, in my focus in the competition. And after a lot of consideration, I voted for Cal.
Craig, you're laughing, so I'm assuming something's funny?
No, it stops you from crying, I guess, at times and being upset.
Did that vote hurt you?
Yeah, it was going to be hard either way. Cal's a good mate and he supported me through and it was going to be hard.
It's the first time I've seen you upset.
Yeah, I guess I only get upset when something means a bit to me.
Maybe so. If you got to do it, you got to do it. Don't stress, mate.
Cal, that's 2 votes to you, 1 more vote and you will be eliminated. Jane, please reveal your vote.
Tonight was really hard. There's 2 good blokes sitting over there. And I appreciate both of them, what they have done for us. But at the end of the day, I had to vote for the town, and so that meant I had to vote for Cal. Sorry.
Cal, that's 3 votes to you. I'm sorry to say you have been eliminated. Cal, how do you feel?
Yeah, pretty shattered. To go in straight sets is a bit, that doesn't sit well, but I trust that they've all sort of done what's best, so I don't begrudge any of them. But it sort of breaks my heart that I'm going home.
How excited are you to see your family?
I am excited, but I'm disappointed, so I'd like to be going home at the end of the series. I would have liked to have stayed till the end, but circumstances have dictated that I'm not. So, look, I'll go home now and give it my best shot, and take the family along for a ride.
Well, Cal, you're leaving here over 20 kilos lighter and 30 grand richer. It is time for you to say your goodbyes, and I will really, really miss you, but I look forward to seeing you at finale.
Cheers. Best luck, mate. Give me your traders.
Thank you. Buddy. Sorry, baby.
Thank you. Righto. See you
See you,
later,
mate.
guys. See you in Ararat.
Cal.
See you, mate.
See you, mate.
Be good, Cal.
Always.
See ya.
Oh, I'm pretty shattered at being eliminated, but I sort of think that I've got a lot of stuff under control, that when I get home, I'll be able to continue the journey still. I can't wait to get home and have a kick at the footy and play a bit of cricket and that. Who's that?
G'day.
Oh, how you going?
I understand you're Cal.
Yeah,
Nice to meet you.
nice to meet you too.
So, just got eliminated, huh?
Yeah, I'm just heading home now.
Well, not really, because that's why I'm here.